Hey guys, this is Jen. It's the first of the month and I've seen a lot of articles out there about how should I prioritize my spending, especially given COVID-19, and a lot of you who don't have the same income that you used to have because you've had a reduction in income, maybe loss of a job. So I just wanted to kind of go through how I coach my clients. This is pretty much the same process that I've used prior to COVID-19. It's the same process I will use after COVID-19. Couple little nuances that I might suggest right now, so I just wanted to offer them up in case that would be helpful for you. So when you look at your budget and figure out how much money you have this month, the things that you should cover first are under the yes column. So housing, this is your rent, your mortgage, your utilities, putting food on the table, getting gas in the car if you or somebody in your house is still able to work, essential clothing, and then insurance premiums. So you never want to let an insurance policy lapse. Any medical, life insurance, disability insurance, anything like that, you really want to make sure that you're still paying those, okay? Before we go over to what you shouldn't worry about, here's where I would offer something just a little bit different given the environment we're in right now. If you own a home and your mortgage company is allowing you to do a forbearance so that you don't have to make your payment this month, and that's not hurting your credit score, which you shouldn't be worried about anyways right now, but for some folks that's important. And so if you're in that scenario and you don't have an emergency fund yet, this might be a really good time for you to take advantage of that and say, okay, I'm not going to make my mortgage payment this month because my mortgage company said I didn't have to. And then you take those dollars and you put them into your emergency fund. Either add it to an existing emergency fund or create a new one. All you need to do is open a new savings account, preferably a money market account. They tend to do a little bit better for interest rates. But I wouldn't get too hung up on what type of account it is. Just make it a separate account from your primary checking so that you can't get to it too easily, but that you can get to it if you need it. Now's the time to really build a robust emergency fund. So if you don't already have one, I would absolutely take advantage of any relief, whether it's mortgage forbearance, student loan forbearance. Don't make payments on those and take those dollars and start to really build up your emergency fund. You could continue to do that until you have 3 to 6 months. Whatever you determine is fine. I'm even encouraging my clients to really kind of go above and beyond that starter emergency fund of 1,000 for right now, just to create a buffer. However, if you have an emergency fund that is already at that 3 to 6 month mark, okay, let's say you have that set aside, but let's say your budget's still pretty tight and you're thinking, ooh, I could make my payment, I could meet my mortgage payment, I could meet my rent, but I just don't want to because it's so tight. If it's the difference between putting food on your table and not, then take advantage of the forbearance and put food on your table. But if you can make the housing payment and put food on your table and put gas in your car and cover any essential clothing and premiums that you need, then please consider making your mortgage payment. Please consider making your minimum student loan payment if you can. If you don't have to defer something, don't do it. But if you do have to defer it to keep food on the table, then that's okay. You can go ahead and do that. Start getting your emergency fund built up. What I don't want you to worry about right now, credit card payments. If you cannot make those, don't worry about it. Call your creditors, be calm, courteous, civil. I've got another video on that, so you can check that out and get some tips on how to do that. And any extras. Are there any subscription services you can cancel right now that you just might not need? We'll free up some money. Okay, so in sum, take care of those 4 walls. Insurance premiums are like the roof, so make sure you're taking care of that too. And make sure you're setting aside an emergency fund. And that's it for today. If you have any questions, reach out, check out my Facebook page, and I will see you next time.